Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize. We were not able to do an intro tonight due to the inclement weather. We hope you get to the best possible camera we do as we are on the roof. Ravens with the toss, they defer to the second half. He got number 4 taking this one. He fumbled his slippery football, obviously, and he's down at about the 26-yard line. Now we zoom in and check the camera. I'll turn the brightness down a little bit. Give me a second here, folks. Sorry about that. There we go. Again, it is inclement weather here tonight in
first and 10 on the 26.
Maritime, Massachusetts. The New England Bombers taking on the Vermont Ravens of the 2023 New England Football League North Atlantic, Maritime postseason, the 2 versus the 3 matchup. I'm Stephen Err. We are here in Braintree High School. We were obviously just out in Cranston, Rhode Island, as the Riptide defeated the Connecticut Reapers 41-0. We hope to get you the best possible view we can. I do apologize if you hear the wind. It's very windy, obviously. We talked about it earlier. Hurricane Ophelia is out and about here in New England. And so the Bombers, with quarterback Aaron Cobbs, who threw 3 touchdowns in the first half of the game, Week 8 against this team. We'll start with the football. Cobbs, sorry about the camera, folks. Cobbs under pressure, and down he goes. Just like that, the Vermont defense making a big stop to start this game.
Sacked by the Ravens.
And
Bombers for a loss, going to take them back a bit. Number 77 with the...
Apologize, folks. Sorry to get the umbrella that just broke on me. I had an umbrella. No, I don't have an umbrella anymore. So there's that. We're going to try the best possible view we can here on the New England Broadcast Network. I'm Stephen Err. Sorry about the rain. Sorry about the camera. We'll do our best. So second down and long here for the Bombers. They're back about their 15-yard pitch out here to number 2. And we don't have any names on any numbers. And a big run. Here he goes. Number 2 on the sideline. There midfield. And he gets out of bounds.
Taylor pushed out by number 7.
Eric Taylor with the carry. We're gonna. So again, apologies, folks, for that. No longer have an umbrella. And so, big first down for the Bombers. Start this one off. We do apologize again for the rain and everything else. Inclement weather.
First down, going to bring up 3 and short.
And even after that, they're saying, wait, my camera here for a second, folks. Sorry about that. They're saying it is 3rd down and short still, and now the blurriness, so everything going wrong again here tonight, here in Braintree so far. Hopefully it gets better. It'll be 3rd down and short here for the Bombers. And Cobbs. Oh no, that's Zach Balhalafia. And again, I'm not going to be able to say his last name. Somebody, the offense coordinator for the Bombers, had tried to tell me his last name, but unfortunately it's not happening. And now they're going to call a false start against the Bombers. So they're going to have to back them up 5 yards. And we outside here tonight. Game number 2 of our doubleheader here on the New England Broadcast Network. We're supposed to be down in the booth, and that was our plan, but unfortunately, the league had some live stream crew come out, and it took us a little bit by surprise. We're not expecting, can't talk tonight. We're not expecting any type of live stream crew here tonight, but nonetheless, there you go. They're here. And for now, it is 3rd down again. But 3rd down and 6 now should be for the Bombers. Start this second Maritime Conference postseason semifinal, and then Bahalifa once again, another false start against the Bombers. So not the best start for New England here tonight. Not exactly sure what's going on with them, but they're going to back it up again, and that's going to be an even longer 3rd down. They had 3rd down and short. Obviously, the first play, the Ravens had that sack. And again, apologize, folks. We only know if we're not going to have our names, the rosters here tonight for this game because of the inclement weather. My notebook's getting all soggy. I wound up throwing it back down into the booth. And just a few minutes into the broadcast, our umbrella broke. We do appreciate the NEFL Game Day crew for bringing their umbrella. And on 3rd down, Bahalifa spinning away, breaking tackles to the 35, to the 36-yard line. And now let's see where they will mark it. Let's see if they'll give him the first down.
That's looking like it's nothing.
And they are saying it is first down New England. So the Bombers, even after the sack on Aaron Cobbs, and this 3 false starts of, at least, it might have been 3 false starts, might have been 2. A couple false starts there to start this drive, but Zach B, we'll call him that, Zach B, getting the first down for the Bombers. A nice effort there on 3rd down, and that's at least 3rd down and 12, 3rd down and 11. And they got the first down. I apologize for the lighting, folks. You see that? Try to clean our camera once again. Try to get you the best possible view. And another false start. 3 false starts on the opening drive here for the Bombers. Not a good look.
That's going to bring the Bombers back.
3 false starts. So early on in this game, the Bombers are struggling here offensively. I'm trying to, once again, to apologize, folks. Try to get this camera right. Much better. I hope that the phone survives the night and doesn't get too wet to where I have any problems. So 3 false starts here for the Bombers to start this game. It is just not the way they had, obviously not the way any team would have hoped to start the game off with 3 consecutive, well, not 3 consecutive false starts, but 3 false starts in general. So now it is first down, and it's about, Zach B got the first down on the carry on the third down, but now it's first down at 15 after the 3rd false start here on the first drive for the Bombers. Cobbs. Pressure, throws, passes, incomplete, out of the hands of number 14. And now we have a little scuffle, a little fight there. Number 14 grabbing one of the Ravens after that incomplete pass. So it's going to be second down and 15. We have a little scuffle there.
Moving forward, that pass was incomplete.
That's incomplete. Bring up second down.
Bring up second and 15.
Winner of this game will go to Cranston, Rhode Island or Wayland, Massachusetts. I know I said earlier on the first broadcast that Dale Coper had told me that the game would be played in Wayland, Massachusetts next Saturday night with a 6:30 kickoff. But now he has told me after the game, we spoke after the game, he told me he's going to talk to the Bombers or the Ravens, whoever wins this game, and see if they want to play out in Cranston, Rhode Island or a 3:30 kickoff next Saturday. So as always, stay tuned to the New England Broadcast Network on Facebook, NEBN on Facebook, for updates. And we will let you know what's going on. For right now, we have a second down to 15 for the Bombers. Here in the first quarter, we have 8:14 left and counting in the first quarter, that is. So we actually have a running clock here tonight. And what do you know? A 4th false start. Actually, hold on. Let's check the ref. Might be seeing offside here. Wait for the signal. The run ref at the bottom of your screen there. We assume it's another false start. Nope, it's an offside against... It is an offside against the Ravens. And they're going to have to wait to our camera here. Try to get you the best picture we possibly can here tonight, despite the inclement weather. And the New England Broadcast Network. So it'll be... They're saying it's a first down for the Ravens, for the Bombers, excuse me. First down ball is at the 37-yard line. And we're scoreless here. We have 7.5 left in the first quarter. And another flag. Oh, my goodness. Another penalty. This is the 5th one tonight, and it's a 4th false start against the Bombers. So I don't know. It might be the weather here. Hurricane Ophelia might be messing these guys up here tonight or something. But this is not the start neither team wanted. Ravens were called for an offside once, but the Bombers have been called for 4 false starts here tonight to start this game.
Gonna bring up second down and 5.
They bring it back with another 5 yards. Clock is stopped with 7. Actually, clock's not running with 6:47 left in the first quarter. We're scoreless here in the Braintree High School, Braintree, Massachusetts. This is the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference postseason. The 2 versus the 3. Ravens looking to go back to the championship game for the 2nd consecutive season. Cobbs on second down, throws over the middle, passes called by number 14. And down the sideline to inside Raven territory to about the 45-yard line.
That's Paulie Bonfiglio for the first down for the Bombers.
Paulie B.
In Raven territory.
Paul Bonfiglio. That's a name we know and love here in Braintree. We know that name for sure. Want to shout out the Sportscaster Talent Agency of America. Part of their calls of the week after that touchdown from Aaron Cobbs to Paul Bonfiglio. Made the calls of the week on the Sportscaster Talent Agency of America. I can't speak tonight. I apologize, folks. Just like the weather, I'm a little off. I hope there's sound. So, obviously, we're in the rain and we got things wired up here. And there goes Zach B. We're just going to call him Zach B.
0, that's Boot for the carry.
And he got a couple yards on that one. So, again, the winner of this game will face off against the Rhode Island Riptide. The question is, we don't know yet, will the game be played in Cranston, Rhode Island, or will the game played in Wayland, Massachusetts? It's yet to be determined. We will find out. We will let you know. Stay tuned to our social media pages for information. We are at 5:15 left here in the first quarter. So scoreless, the Bombers have had the ball the entire quarter. They're about to have a 10-minute drive here. Of course, a lot of false starts. They've had at least 4 of them going against them. And the Ravens obviously had the offside going against them. So that means there's been a lot of laundry here tonight, obviously. You see that. And actually, in the quarterback is number 8. Cobbs is not in there at quarterback. Number 8 is, I believe. Let's check. Oh, they're going. Yeah, they are. Number 8 is in the quarterback. I wish I had his name. But unfortunately, my notebook got soaked as soon as I got up here on the roof. So I wasn't able to bring it on up here with me. I threw it back down. And another flag. Oh, good gravy, people. This reminds me of the 2022 matchup between the Rhode Island Riptide. Not the Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Raptors and the Worcester Wildcats. That game was out in Priest Providence, Rhode Island. The start of the second half of that game, we had 5 consecutive penalties before we had one play. And we are at 4:14 left here in the first quarter. Still scoreless. It might be a very, very low-scoring affair here. I'm not sure why Cobbs is not in a quarterback. Last time these two teams played, we were here week 8. Cobbs threw 3 touchdown passes in the first half alone. 2 of them went to Paul Bonfiglio. And yet, here we are. We got number 8 in a quarterback. I don't remember his name. Let's just know number 8 is in a quarterback. I don't even see Cobbs anywhere on the sideline or anything. Not exactly sure what happened here. We'll move on anyway. And back to pass. Pressure. He's going to run. He's going to run and fumble the football. Vermont grabs it.
It's looking like the Ravens are going to take it.
And an 11.5-minute drive. Come up with nothing. And the Ravens defense makes the stop. We're going to take our first break. Try to get this camera good. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference postseason right here on the New England Broadcast Network. Number 20 was with the recovery for the Ravens. That is actually their quarterback here tonight, Roy Rose III. So he's playing both sides of the ball. If you saw that game between the Riptide and the Reapers, you saw Jalen Valentin run for 2 touchdowns, and then he had the interception that ultimately ended the game. I got to zoom out here. We have good cameras, so we're glad for that. Thank you all for joining us here. Or if you're enjoying the live stream, or if you're watching the championship game between the Green Jackets and the Cobras. And a flag. And actually, the quarterback is number 16. Number 10, maybe. I can't really see. My glasses are all getting rained on. Everything's getting rained on here tonight. And unfortunately, the umbrella we were provided basically was torn to shreds. It is unusable now. Again, we are dealing with Tropical Storm Ophelia. She'll be with us the next few days here in the New England area. Pouring down rain. At least all day today we've had rain. Obviously we saw the rain out in Cranston. We have more rain here now in Braintree. We're going to have a lot more tomorrow and more on Monday. And the pass here is caught by number 31 for the Ravens. Again, we don't have names, and he gets down to the 40-yard line.
With a catch and carry.
And so the Ravens are keeping it moving. Again, the Ravens, it's a story of 2 different seasons for both of these teams. The Bombers finished 0-10 last year in North Atlantic Division play, AA play. They finished 0-10, forfeited their playoff game against the Western Mass Blitzen Bears. Now they are hosting a playoff game and are 1 game away from the championship game. Meanwhile, the Ravens, they were in that championship game last year. They lost to the Mass Warriors 24-6. It has not been the season they had hoped it would be this year. And yet here they are. So far, an impressive drive. And they're 1 game away from the championship game as well. Number 16 throws over the middle. It is. Oh, the interception is dropped. Wow. Looks like number 12. Yes, number 12 was there. He almost had the interception for the Bombers. And we're in the final minute of the first quarter already, ladies and gentlemen. So that was fast. We're going to get at least 1 more playoff. Maybe 2 here in the end of the quarter. Then we're going to check our sound, make sure we're all set with the camera. Unfortunately, we'll have to do a halftime show because of the inclement weather here on the roof. And unfortunately, the booth has been taken by the NEFL Game Day crew, which even came as a surprise to Stephen Maycock, who did not know they were coming out. Head coach and owner of the Bombers, Dave Townsend, told me he didn't find out until 5 o'clock that they were having this. So here we go. This is going to be the last play of the quarter. We got 24 seconds left. And the 16's going to run. And it's going to get nothing. And that is going to do it for the end of the first quarter. An 11.5-minute drive by the Bombers leads to a fumble. Now the Ravens have it for the first time. And we will head to the second quarter in a scoreless game. You are watching the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. And a pass hit complete intended for Bonfiglio with 7 seconds left. We tried to adjust in the camera, folks, and as you can tell, we'll zoom in just to show you how blurry it is. We're going to try and adjust that for halftime, potentially, hopefully. Get something done. Let's try one more time here. A little better. Not too much, but a little better. Now in comes number 99, Robbie Bryson. And look at that man. His shirt is completely ripped all around the bottom. I just find that so funny. Everybody find that so funny. Yeah, they find it so funny. All right, so we got a little better view here. 7 seconds left. It's 7-6 Bombers on top of the Ravens. Ravens just tied the game a few seconds ago, but they missed the extra point to tie this game. Now the Ravens offense will get together. Both sides will get together. Try to figure out a plan here with potentially the final play of the half. Well, we believe will be the final play of the half anyway. And winner of this game goes to the Maritime Conference Championship game next Saturday night. Or next Saturday afternoon, depending on where the game will be played. Not too sure. Apologize for all the blur, folks. There we go. Now we're getting the hang of it. Here we go. Back in business here on the New England Broadcast Network, ladies and gentlemen. So with 7 seconds left. And they're going to give it to Zach B, who's going to cut it to the outside. Still breaking tackles. And finally, he's dropped down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the first half. New England Bombers lead the Vermont Ravens 7-6. We'll be back for the second half right after this. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal right here in the New England Broadcast Network. God, bro. Start of the second half. Here we go, everybody. The New England Bombers lead the Vermont Ravens 7-6. The rain is starting to come down a little more here in Braintree, and the kick went out of bounds potentially. So, story of the game has been the Bomber defense thus far. The Bombers have forced. I almost said committed. They forced 2 Ravens turnovers in that first half. 1 interception and the fumble on their first drive. Of course, the Bombers offense has the big play is from number 8, who was the backup quarterback for the Bombers, to Paul Bonfiglio. Again, that's the big play. Obviously, the touchdown from Zach B.
Somewhere around the 25 for the Ravens.
Ravens scored at the end of the half. Tried to tie the game at 7, but unfortunately they missed the extra point. Try and zoom in, try to get the best possible view we can here on the New England Broadcast Network, because we always do. There we go. That's pretty good. Well, let's see where the ball is. Is it about the 23-yard line? That's where the Ravens will start this next drive, looking to take their first lead of the game and pull off an upset here tonight in Braintree. Against the championship game next week, and a handoff here. Now a fast back pass on the sideline. Incomplete. Number 15 was the intended receiver. That's Brognaski. Remember, he scored week 6 against the Worcester Wildcats. He scored the only touchdown for the Ravens in that game. Almost had a nice catch there, but unfortunately it goes right through his hands. Or he's not going to be able to get to it anyway. I'm not going to blame him for that one. A lot of things that are making a lot of things here tonight. It's the weather conditions and everything else. Wind's picking up. Rain's starting to fall a little harder here. We try, everybody's doing their best here tonight. Everybody's trying their best here. Try to keep this game going. We're now at a 2nd down and 10 for the Ravens. And 16's going to back the pass, going to roll out. Yeah, nice run there for him. He gets near the 35. And the flag, there it is, coming out for. There's going to be flag for unnecessary roughness. 12:45 left and counting in the third quarter. 7-6 New England. And they're going to get the Bombers. Bombers had a lot of penalties against them in the first half. They had 7 false starts. And now they have 2 flags here on defense. That's the 9th penalty here tonight against the Bombers. That's really what's killing them here. They could be up by a whole lot more than that. If they had, obviously they had the 1 fumble on their first drive, which lasted, by the way, 11.5 minutes long. So So again, that also having a factor here for the Bombers. Not everything going their way tonight, but they do have the 7-6 lead. The Ravens have 2 turnovers on offense. They do have the touchdown at the end of the half, so both teams are kind of even. I guess you can call them even. I'm trying to zoom in here. No, it's much better. We cleaned our camera at halftime. Be sure to get the best possible view we can. Let's check the marker. Second down. Throws. Caught. Nice grab there. Can't see who caught it, but the ball is to the 35-yard line. And the Ravens moving to chains here. Down by just 1. Looking to take their first lead of the night here. In Braintree, they pull off the upset again. Trying to get to the second consecutive championship game. They were in it last year. They lost to the Mass Warriors 24-6. Three quarterbacks played in that Maritime Conference Championship game last year for the Ravens. They all combined for 5 interceptions. Is that bad? That's not good. But nonetheless, here are the Ravens now. Down by just 1 with the ball at the 35-yard line. First down and 10. We have 10:54 left in the third quarter. And 16 throws, passes, dropped. And it looked like he probably should have had that one, but unfortunately goes, and again, it's the weather. Ball goes right through his hands. It's incomplete. It's second down for the Bombers, for the Ravens, excuse me. Again, last. And if you turn into our last broadcast, you know the Rolling Riptide defeated the Connecticut Reapers 41-0, and that was the final game for quarterback John Saunders, who's also the owner of the Connecticut Reapers. So we already wish him the best of luck. If we're time, we'll do it here as well. Best of luck to John Saunders in retirement. Well, hopefully we see the Connecticut Reapers back next season. Second down and 10. And false start. They're going to get the Ravens for a false start, I believe. Unless this is the 10th, would be the 10th penalty. It is. Looks to be the 10th penalty, and number 30 is down for the Bombers. Now he gets back up under his own power. And now he'll come off the field. Number 67 stepping in for him.
Going to set the offense back 5.
And actually, the flag is against Vermont, so the Bombers remain at 9 penalties here in this game.
Let's take that back.
Oh, there, never mind. All right, so
give the offense 5.
it is the 10th penalty here in the game against the Bombers. We still have 9.5 left in the third quarter, so who knows? They might give us 10 more penalties for you know, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what happens, honestly. It's the way it is. Second down. 16 throws over everybody's head. Number 7 was the only guy there for the Bombers, but he didn't throw over his head. So it's an off-target pass. It's a third down for the Ravens. 7-6 is your score. We're at the 9-minute mark here in the third quarter. Winner goes to Cranston, Rhode Island, or Wayland, Massachusetts next week for the New Under 23 New England Football League Maritime Conference Championship game. And we got such good view right now. We're not going to worry about those raindrops you see on the top of your screen. We're not going to worry about them right now. We're going to worry about what we see on the field, and that is just good enough for us. It is third down for the Ravens. Ball is at the 40-yard line. Again, Ravens looking to take their first lead of the game here on this drive. Let's see what they can do. Penalty number 11. That's what they can do. Good golly almighty. This the 11th penalty. The 4th offside against the Bombers. They're going to have a lot to clean up here should they make it to the championship game. Of course, the Ravens would have to as well because both teams have played pretty sloppy here tonight. Now we're going to try and clean this rain off a little bit. Much better. Some out. Back in. 16. Throws. Pass. Couldn't see it. Obviously, you couldn't either. It's too damn blurry. Apologies, folks. Try the camera one more time. There we go. So I didn't see what was... Now it's getting blurry again. Sorry, folks. Trying to get this camera to be less blurry. Again, it's the weather. affecting everything here tonight. It's obviously the play from both teams. The Bombers have 11 penalties against them. 7 false starts, 4 offsides. Ravens have 2 turnovers, and I have a blurry camera.
4th and short for the Ravens.
7 minutes left in the third quarter. 7-6. That doesn't do anything for me either. Turns the darkness down, but it doesn't do rid of the blurriness. Try one more time with this camera. It's not very working well too well, folks. I do apologize profusely. I mean, more whistles.
Take a look at where they spotted.
It looks like we have a measurement here, actually. Again, rain coming down, affecting everything here tonight in Braintree.
They're giving them the first down.
And the Ravens have got the first down off that last play that nobody really saw here on the New England Broadcast Network because the camera keeps messing up.
We're going to measure.
Now we're officially getting a measurement. So, we have a lot happening here tonight, obviously, here in Braintree. And back in. Try to get the best possible view, as we always do. 5:50 left in the third quarter. 7-6 New England lead the Vermont Ravens. And while they measure, we're going to take a break. Try to get this camera fixed. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference postseason right here on the New England Broadcast Network. And it looks like the Bombers forced a turnover on downs. So the Ravens come up short again.
Bomber first down, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Bombers offense comes back out. With 5:40 left in the third, we're taking one quick break. Right back. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. So after the Bombers even makes a stop, it's first down for the New England offense. Apologize profusely for the camera. And they're going to, once again, looks like they're going to wildcat it here to Zach B., who scored the game's first touchdown. Or no, actually, it's a handoff to Zach B., who try to break off a tackle and gets to about the 38-yard line.
Right up the middle. So 5 yards.
Again, dealing with the effects all weekend here of Tropical Storm Ophia, or whatever her name is.
We have 2nd and 4.
Has nothing to do. Well, has everything to do with the hurricane, the weather and everything, all that. That's why our camera's so blurry, folks. We're trying our best here to make it not so blurry, but unfortunately, all the rain keeps affecting it all, making it even more difficult. And on second down, there goes Zach B. Unfortunately, you can't see it, but Zach B is in for the touchdown.
I don't see any flags in the field.
No flags. So Zach B with the second touchdown. Unfortunately, it's so blurry we can't really see much of anything. Trying to fix this again, folks. Really, we hate that we missed that touchdown. But the Bombers extend the lead. It's now 13-6. And the rain is becoming too unbearable at this point. The camera. A little better. Not too much. We're going to zoom in. And you see absolutely nothing. Zoom back out. Let's leave it like, there we go. That's much better. This is going to be a sloppy broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, so buckle up. Zach B scores his second touchdown of the night. It's 13-6. Now number 11 coming off for the extra point. Fumble the snap, and it's going to be no good.
The ball's wet.
And so it remains a 7-point game with 3:39 left here in the third quarter.
Bombers going to kick it off.
We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. Bombers now lead 13-6, ladies and gentlemen, here in the New England Football League Semifinal, Maritime Conference Semifinal. Nice return here for the Ravens, down to about the 40-yard line. And we're going to keep trying to adjust this camera. It's not doing too well.
Ravens brings them number 17 to the 40-yard line.
So they said 3:55 left in there. Somebody set the clock to 35 seconds. So someone screwed up on the game clock. Rain and wind still picking up here due to the tropical storm that's coming right through New England, affecting our camera very much so here tonight. We do apologize if you hear the wind, folks. You're supposed to be hearing more of me. If you hear the wind, we do apologize. Obviously, we are up on the roof of the broadcast booth. We're doing our best here on the New England Broadcast Network. Our first ever doubleheader. Single-day doubleheader, anyway. We will have many weekend doubleheaders coming up for the ABA season. Our first down, and off to Akeem Williams, who's going to take it out to the outside and get some decent yardage there. Like 2:21 left here in the third quarter.
We'll bring it second down. Number 3 with the ball. Number 4, Roy Willis with tackle.
There's Roy Willis. We said his name a lot. He had at least 4 sacks in that Week 8 matchup against the Ravens. We're here for that one. Not much from him here tonight, however. We're under 2 minutes left here in the third. It's 13-6, your score. The rain, again, the wind picking up here, and rain, not so much. Rain has subsided, but the wind is now becoming a bigger factor than the rain. And a second down, handoff again to Williams, and Williams doesn't get much. Maybe a yard on that one. Bring a third down for the Ravens.
And number 4 with the tackle.
Minute and a half left in the third. Again, winner here goes on to face the Rhode Island Riptide in the 2023 Maritime Conference Championship game next Saturday, which will wrap up the 2023 New England Football League season officially. Obviously, we'll have the NEFL All-Star Game on October 14th in Wayland, Massachusetts.
Ravens have the ball.
About to reach the final minute here, so this is a big third down here for the Ravens. Looking to get something done here. Third down. We're under 1 minute left now here in the third. And they're going to get a false start on Vermont. So the Bombers jumped off sides on offense 7 times. And now it's the Ravens who jump off, who get false started. I believe. Looked like it was against the Ravens, and now they're saying against the Bombers. That's the 12th penalty against the Bombers.
In Bomber territory, ladies and gentlemen, the Ravens are going to take it.
The Ravens now have the ball at the Bomber 48-yard line. .35 seconds left here in the third quarter. And 16 throws, hit as he throws, incomplete. He took a big hit there, and I gotta get rough for the passer all day. On let's see, notes number 33 for the Bombers. Trying to argue the call. I mean, you saw what you saw here, or you saw on the live stream. That was a pretty hard hit by number 33. That's penalty number 13. Gotta keep backing them. So the Bombers keep helping the Ravens here on this drive. 24 seconds left, by the way. Still 13-6. Bombers continue to help the Ravens drive down the field here. I'm trying to avoid the light.
They seem to be giving the Ravens 15 in that.
That's a 15-yard penalty, and now the Ravens, look how far they're going here. Deep into Bomber territory now with 24. The clock running. Clock stopped, 21.9 left. And now the whistle. And the refs will get together to discuss something. 20 seconds left in the third. 13-6 New England over Vermont right now. Again, we talked about it earlier. What a season for both teams, right? Well, it's a tale of 2 different seasons for both teams. The Bombers, once again, finished 0-10 in AA play last year. Forfeited their playoff game against the Western Mass Blitzen Bears. And now they're here posting the playoff game and hopes to go to the championship. Meanwhile, the Ravens, they were in the championship last year. They won 2 games this year, both of them against the Connecticut Reapers. And now here they are. Obviously in a 4-team Maritime Conference in 2023. All 4 teams made the playoffs. Ravens look to pull off an upset and head to face the Rhode Island Riptide for the championship next Saturday. And I was saying there's a penalty against the Ravens. So we've seen so much laundry here. Reminds me how the laundry day is coming up. Bad joke. I had to get one in. I didn't get one in. I didn't get one in for the first game.
Still first down.
Now we go in here for this game. Trying to get the best possible camera we can. Looks not too bad right now. So we'll keep it the way it is. Not trying to mess anything up here. Especially toward the end of the third quarter. Might change in the fourth. We'll see. And 16. Pumps. Going up top. Has a man. Sliding and caught. Made the catch near the 10-yard line, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter. So the Ravens are threatening here. To the fourth we go. It's 13-6, New England. We'll be right back for the fourth and final quarter. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference semifinal game right here on the New England Broadcast Network. Start of the fourth quarter, everybody. It's 13-6. The New England Bombers lead the Vermont Ravens. The Ravens threatening here. And a run here. Getting inside the 10 near the 5-yard line. Ravens looking to tie this game here in the fourth quarter. I only hope it doesn't go to overtime because this game's... The weather, I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to be out here in this weather right now. But we are here for exciting playoff football. So,
Bring up second down.
a lot of fans out here from Burlington, Vermont, where the Ravens call home. They're here tonight supporting the Ravens as they look to get to their second consecutive Maritime Conference Championship game. They were in it last year, lost 24-6 to the Mass Warriors. Second down and goal now for the Ravens. Ball is at about the 5-yard line. And let's see. False start against Vermont or the 14th penalty against them. Looks like the refs are saying it's the fourth. It is the 14th penalty against the Bombers. Goodness gracious.
Offside.
Bombers are kicking themselves with these penalties. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's the way it is. Score update from the New England Football League North Atlantic Division Championship game. The Green Jackets and Cobras are still tied at 6 in the fourth quarter. That is the latest. And a handoff here, and on second down, they're going to stop him short after about a yard gain, maybe that.
Came up a bit short.
It'll be third down, goal. 13-23 and counting here in the game. Bombers defense looking to make a big stop. They forced 2 turnovers here tonight thus far. Looking to make a big stop here. Ravens looking to tie this game at 13. Here in the final frame. If they had made the Bombers had scored. Obviously, we couldn't see it because it was too blurry. But if they had kicked the extra point and made it good, if it was successful, it'd be an 8-point game. They would have forced the Ravens to go for 2 here. The try was successful. It's now a 7-point game, and it is third down and goal for the Ravens. And a handoff, and there you go. There is that stop the Bomber defense need. And it'll bring up fourth down, and if you're the Ravens, you have to go for it here. It is fourth down. The Ravens, I believe, they have to go for it here. Look, there's no question about it. They want to stay in this game, and thing is that the Bombers get the ball back. Their run game, I mean, Zach Villa scored 2 touchdowns in this game, so. Here we go. This is a big fourth down. With 12 minutes left in the ball game. 13-6, and now the blurry is coming back. Apologize, folks. It went by itself right there. All right. Ravens trying to figure out this next play. They're still in the huddle.
Big set of downs
Here we go.
Here, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. Big fourth down here for both sides. New England defense looking to make a stop. Ravens looking to tie this game here in the fourth. Fourth and goal. And 16 to the end zone. It is overthrown. No flags. And so the Bomber defense makes the stop. It's a huge stop for the Bomber defense, and they're off to come back out looking to chew up some clock, get into the end zone, and potentially put this game away. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. So after the Bomber defense make the big stop on 4th and goal. Pitch out here is Zach B. who's running the football once again for the Bombers down the sideline. Almost broke it there. That was close.
0, that's Booth with a run.
Zach Booth, that's what they're calling him here in the booth down below us.
Going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, we could try. We had an offensive coach for the Bombers had come up to the booth prior to the game and tried to tell me his last name. But unfortunately, wasn't able to bring the roster up because it got too wet. As soon as I come up here, basically. Oh, we have to just roll with what we have, unfortunately. Apologize to anybody whose names I might mess up or not even get. Obviously, Zach B asked if I believe it was him who asked if I was going to get his name right tonight. Fortunately, not happening tonight, buddy. Not in this weather, not with these conditions. No roster, none of that. So, 2nd down. And run up the middle. Big run here for the Bombers. Breaking away, Zach B. There he goes.
Okay.
Zach B.
I don't see any flags.
All the way for the touchdown. Touchdown Bombers. Zach B, his 3rd touchdown of the night, and the Bombers now lead it 20-6. What a run there for Zach B. His 3rd touchdown of the night, the 2nd one you saw. And with 8:57 left, it's going to take a lot for the Ravens to come back. Couple of Bombers celebrating here, down by 14 with 8:57 left. Not sure if that's a little short-lived, or not short-lived, a little too early. Zach B has his 2nd touchdown of the night. It actually, it's 19. Excuse me, it's 19-6. They had to make the extra point to make it 20-6. And it looks like they're actually going for 2. I can't even see who's under center. There's so many guys just everywhere. And the actually goes to number 22. He's going to have to roll out. Number 2, excuse me. He's going to roll out. And he is pushed out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. So, no good.
The extra point is no good.
And so, the Bombers lead 19-6. A little scuffle there at the end. But not 8:57 left. 19-6. Bombers lead. Zach B, his 3rd touchdown of the night. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. Zach B has all 3 touchdowns here tonight for the Bombers. They now lead at 19-6 here with 8:55 left. Ravens returning the ball into Bomber territory. Once again, folks, the camera's gone blurry. We're glad we got that 3rd touchdown to go in the highlight reel, which you'll be able to see on all our social media is coming up.
Number 25. That's Reggie Hobbs.
8:47 left here in the game. The Ravens have their work cut out for them now, down 19-6. Zoom out just a little bit here. Again, very blurry, as you can see. From my finger up there, you see all this white right here.
On the 48.
I think the rain has subsided. But it's officially, by the way, the first day of fall. So let's be the first to wish everybody, or the last to wish everybody, for a happy first day of autumn. And here in New England, the autumn has kicked in immediately. Almost immediately, really. Yeah, I'm trying to fix the blur here, folks. A lot of blur. Figured it might have happened here eventually. Not getting much better. 16 throws down the sideline. Incomplete. No flag. And there's the flag. At the last second, you didn't see what the defender crossed his arm in front of the receiver's torso. And that usually calls for a pass interference. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is penalty number 15 against the Bombers. It's a little better, not too much better, but we're trying here, ladies and gentlemen, here on the New England Broadcast Network, trying to get the best possible view we can. A lot of, again, the camera getting rained on. I was supposed to bring a Ziploc bag to cover the camera. Unfortunately, I forgot the Ziploc bag back at home. And 8:44 left, so we only have 3 seconds to run off that one. Now let's see where they place the football. I don't know exactly where the ball is right now. Can't really see it. And you might hear the wind picking up once again, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's first day of fall, so now it's time to get those thermals out. Get the sweat. It's like people like to call it. It's sweater weather. Or as I like to say, sweater weather. Make it a rhyme. Why not? Ball is officially at the 33-yard line. First down for the Ravens. I'm going to zoom in. I hope that you don't get the blur. There we go. Much better. First down Vermont. Ball at the 33. 8:37 left and counting here in the game. And 16 pumps. Throws. Tipped. Almost intercepted by number 7.
Passing complete
For the Bombers. That could have potentially put this one away for sure. Close but no cigar on that one, however. And number 7, if he had caught that interception, or if he had picked the pass off, whatever you call it, there was nothing but green in front of him, too. So he would ultimately probably put this game away. It would have been 25-6 at that point, 8 minutes left. And now here are the Ravens. Once again, they have the ball at the Bomber 33-yard line, down by 13. With now 7:50 left. If I already give you the time. 16 throws to the middle, and this one's intercepted. And there's number 7 breaking away. Still going. One need a block. And there he goes. One man to beat, number 1. And he's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Stanley Profet is going to take the New England Bombers to the championship game.
That's another touchdown for you, New England Bombers.
25-6, and the defense has done their thing here tonight. It has been all defense leading the way for the Bombers. The third turnover. This one returned for a touchdown. And with 7:28 left, it's 25-6. And we had to pause there for a moment because... And now we'll pause again for the Ravens out of time. We had to pause for a second because the music didn't want to get kicked off of YouTube. Now we'll pause for the Ravens timeout. Right back right here on the New England Broadcast Network. So out of the Ravens timeout now with 7:28 left in this ball game. It's 25-6. And the Bombers are going for 2 here. Number 2, look like he's going to take it, and he is. Let's get the signal. Not in. And so, another failed conversion here for the Bombers, but they lead at 25-6, 7:20 left. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal over here in the New England Broadcast Network. 25-6 with 7:28 left here in the game, excuse me. Bobby Bryson kicking off now, and this one is going to go out of bounds at about the 20. Looks like the 26-yard line. Can't really tell too much.
The Ravens will take the ball.
Again, I want to wish everybody to be the last, or the first, whatever you call it, to wish everybody a happy first day of autumn, or fall. I call it fall. That's just me. 7:25 now in the ball game. Interception by Stanley Profit. Return for a touchdown, made it a 19-point game. The third turnover for the Ravens here on offense today. And so we are looking right now, the way things stand, we are looking at a matchup between the Bombers and the Riptide for the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference Championship game next Saturday, either in Cranston, Rhode Island, or in Wayland, Massachusetts. We will find out. Ball officially actually puts it to the 30-yard line, so I guess that's where the guy caught it out of bounds. Looked like it was about the 26-yard line. Next week we'll wrap up the season, the 30th season for the New England Football League. I will still have the All-Star game out in Wayland, Massachusetts on October 14th. First down for the Ravens, ball to 30, and the handoff here to Williams, and Williams looks like he tripped on the I don't know what this grass or turf or whatever it is.
Up the middle by number 3 with the carry, tackle by number 33.
Or 33 on the tackle. JP Gilmore. So there you go. 7:10 left in the ball game. Ravens now, I mean, you would expect to see more passing plays from the Ravens, but you're not seeing it. A little weird. Strange, really. They're not seeing run pass plays here from the Ravens. A little more hustle. Because, again, they're down 19 with just 6:54 left. You would think they want to try and do something here in this game. It just doesn't look like that right now, anyway. Second down here for the Ravens. 60 now along the shotgun. Going over the top. Pass is called for number 31. And he gets a few yards there. Not much. So, again, the Ravens, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. But they didn't get much there either. So it'll bring up third down. 6.5 left in this game.
Rob a happy birthday, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say?
And happy birthday to Coach Rob for the New England Bombers. What a way to celebrate your birthday, Coach. Looks like your team's going to head to the championship game next Saturday, but we'll wait to find out. And now Keem Williams is heading off the field for the Ravens. I mean, he's been their top guy all season long. A little surprised to see him. Obviously, him and Roy Rose III have been the key players here for the Ravens this season. And no Roy Rose here tonight either. We haven't seen him. We've seen number 16 and a quarterback. It'll be third down and long here for the Ravens. Down by 19 with 5:40 left. Rose, pass is tipped. Ooh. And it could have been another interception for the Bomber defense, but they was knocked it down. Clock's still running. There's 5:20 left in this game. Is there a fourth down? Let's see what the Ravens decide to do. Down by 19 with 5 minutes left. Looking a little bleak here for Vermont. Are they going to throw in the towel here and punt, or are they going to go for it? Let's see. Looks like they're going to go for it here on fourth down. One last fight. So we've reached the 5-minute mark here in this ball game. Again, barring any catastrophic meltdown here, we are going to see the Rhode Island Riptide host the New England Bombers for the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference Championship game. We'll look to get an update from Glens Falls after this next play. Fourth down for the Ravens. One last gasp. And a false start. And so, we'll keep it here for a second. Oh no, it's an offside against the Bombers. And so, the 16th penalty against New England. 4:32 left. 25-6 is your score. We are here in Braintree, Massachusetts. Braintree High School, home of the Womps. I still haven't figured out what a Womp is. I was supposed to do it last time I was here. So it'll be fourth down and 4th and 5. I was going to say fourth and short, but fourth and medium. Let's go with that. Fourth and medium here for the Ravens. Again, one last gasp. Try to stay in this game. 16 up top and incomplete. And nothing doing there.
It's a turnover on down.
So the Bomber offense will come back out. When we come back, we get you an update from Glens Falls. Here in a moment. We'll be right back. You're watching the New England Football League Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 New England Football League North Atlantic Division champions are the Glens Falls Green Jackets. They defeat the Middleborough Cobras 12-6 in overtime. And here's number 8. Throw, pass, complete to number 17. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 North Atlantic Division champion are the Glens Falls Green Jackets. They defeat the Middleborough Cobras 12-6 in overtime. What a way to end this season for both teams. Congratulations to the Glens Falls Green Jackets on a successful season. Now, next week, we determine our second champion of here in 2023. Again, we'll see the Riptide take on either the Bombers or the Ravens in the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference Championship game. That game will either be held in Wayland, Massachusetts, or in Cranston, Rhode Island. Conflicting reports, but ultimately it's up to the league. We'll find out later this week. Second down and 10. Ball is at, let's see, it's about the 36-yard line of the Ravens. And a handoff here to Zach B., who already has 3 touchdowns on the ground. Zach B., there he goes on the side, breaking away, breaking tackles. Zach B. waving. Touchdown, New England. That's Zach B.'s 4th touchdown of the night. What a performance by Zach B. And there's now 31-6 in favor of New England. Unbelievable. 4 touchdowns on the ground. We only got 3 of them on camera. One was too blurry, unfortunately. I had to take another pause here, folks, because of the music being played here at Braintree High School. Because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube due to the music. But here's the extra point for the Bombers. The kick is up. The kick is good. Zach B, 4 touchdowns on the night, and the Bombers are 4 minutes away from a championship appearance. We'll be right back. You're watching the NEFL Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. Zach B, 4 touchdowns on the ground here tonight, and it is 32-6. Bombers all over the Ravens. And now return here for the Ravens. A nice return here for the Ravens. Cut up the middle. A lot of holes here on the kickoff to get the ball to the 45-yard line. And let's see if they can run the clock now. They don't. It's stopped at 3:52 left, so they're not going to keep running the clock here. Despite the 26-point lead, Zach B over here celebrating on the sideline, number 0. Apologize, not able to get his last name. We'll try to get it for the championship game next week, but no promises. We shall see. The 2023 New England Football League North Atlantic Division champions are the Glens Falls Green Jackets, ladies and gentlemen. They defeat the Middleborough Cobras 12-6 in overtime. Apologize for what the camera has been tonight, folks. It has gotten a little better, but unfortunately due to the rain, obviously, that was a big factor for us. Obviously for both sides as well. 30:52 left and counting. Well, 30:50. Yeah, there it goes. Now the clock's starting to run. Ball is at the 45-yard line. First down, Vermont. 16 throws over the middle. Ooh, out of the hands of the receiver and almost into the hands of number 7.
Pass is incomplete.
So Zach B has 4 touchdowns on the ground tonight. That's Stanley Prophet has a pick 6. Not much has gone right for the Ravens here tonight. They're looking to make a consecutive championship game appearance after being there last year, unfortunately. Just was not meant to be this season. After a lot of players wound up retiring last year, a lot of new guys here on the Ravens squad this year. And we just hope that the Ravens can bounce back in 2024. 2nd and 10. And a throw short and out of the reach of the receiver.
The pass is incomplete.
Clock stop, 3:38 left.
Just so you know, the opening kickoff was brought to you by Remax Synergy. The second quarter was brought to you by the AFA Law Group.
38 left and counting. Or clock stopped at 38 left. 32-6. The Bombers lead the Ravens. And they're looking at a date with the Rhode Island Riptide in the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference Championship game next weekend. Again tonight in Glens Falls, New York. Glens Falls Green Jackets defeated the Middleborough Cobras 12-6 in overtime, to win that classic game between two storied franchises. It couldn't have ended a better way for the 30th season of the New England Football League. Just could not have ended anybody better. Third down and 10. 16. Throw short and out of the hands of Williams, who could not, or whoever that was. Looks like I saw number 12, I believe. No, it wasn't Williams. Keem Williams is number 3 for the Ravens. So it'll be 4th down, 3:33 left. It literally took 5 seconds off the clock. So this is dragging us on a little longer than they probably should at this point. It's a 26-point game. And I'm not sure if we'll see Zach B back in the game for the next drive. But if we do, hopefully he'll just run up the middle and run this clock out so we can all go home. It's getting real chilly out here, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure a lot of the fans here feel the same way. Rain's still falling. And the Ravens once again going for it here on 4th down. And so here's a 4th down, 16 throws, pass is incomplete. And the Bombers offense with a 26-point lead and 3:28 left will come back out when we come back. You're watching the New England Football League 2023 Maritime Conference Semifinal right here on the New England Broadcast Network. 30:28 left, 32-6 is your score. The Bombers lead the Ravens. They're on their way to the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference Championship game to the date with the Rhode Island Riptide. And Cobb's back in there, throws, pass incomplete. I don't know why they're throwing. Intended for number 86. How can I stop? 3:22 left, and again, I'm not sure why they're throwing the football. Trying to run it down their throats, basically. That's kind of what they should do here, is throwing it down the throats. Just run the clock.
Little by slow.
Clock now stop after that incomplete pass. 3:22 left.
Left in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
32-6 is your score. Next weekend, whether it be in Cranston, Rhode Island or the Wayland, Massachusetts, the Rhode Island Riptide will host the New England Bombers in the 2023 Maritime Conference Championship game. Tonight out in Glens Falls, New York, Glens Falls Green Jackets defeated the Middleborough Cobras in a classic 12-6 in overtime. And now here's back B again. He has a big hole. Zach B finally tripped up. He almost had his 5th touchdown of the night. And they keep giving the ball to this guy. They're trying to run up the score potentially. Obviously, they have now stopped for Zach B with 3 minutes left. So
and that clock is running, ladies and gentlemen.
after 3 minutes now here in the game, the rain is picked back up again, as has the wind. As the tropical storm continues to hit us, it'll hit us throughout the weekend and into the Monday.
Your semifinal.
I'm trying to clean the camera a little bit.
New England Football League.
Trying to get rid of the blur and all the mist on the camera. First down, New England Bombers. Ball at the 25 of the Ravens. And the pitch out here to Zach B again, and gonna take a few Ravens there to bring him down. And he's out of bounds with 2:20 left. Again, let's see if they continue to run the clock, and it looks like they will. It'll be 2nd down. I think that's going to take us, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2-minute warning. Zach B looks like he'll come out. The New England Bombers are 2 minutes away from the Maritime Conference Championship game. And looks like they're just going to let the clock run. And they are. So we're going to keep it here for the final 2 minutes.
Hope that everyone gets home safely.
Keep it here for the final 2 minutes of this game. 32-6, minute 40 left. Yep. Wrap this one up and get ready for next week's championship game. The Bombers and the Riptide from either Cranston, Rhode Island or Wayland, Massachusetts. And a pitch out here to number 2. Number 2 breaking tackles, goes out of bounds.
Number 2.
Inside the 15, maybe about the 13 or 12 or 13 yard line. Clock now stopped with 1:21 left. From the Bombers, let's see if they continue to try and score here.
It looks to be the 13.
It was actually at the 13-yard line. Like I said, it was either 12 or 13. And they stopped the clock with 1:21 left. So Bombers just continuing to try and run the score up at this point. As they will head once again head to the championship game next week against the Riptide. Be a big story heading into that game. Bombers finished 0-10 last year and now are championship bound here in 2023. And they'll hand off here number 2. Number 2 up the middle. Women to beat. And number 22 is in the end zone for the touchdown. And there you go. The Bombers continue to run the score up. And it is now 38-6 with 1:08 left. So number 22 getting in on the action. $108 left. So we're going to see at least one more drive here in this game. Ravens will come back out on offense. First, and now they're running the clock down to the last final minute here. So let's see. Because we'll stay here for the rest of this game. They might just kick the extra point and be done with it. And the kick was blocked. It goes out of the end zone. And the clock continues to run here with 37 seconds left, so. Now stop 36.1 left, so again, we'll keep it here. Might get couple more plays off from the Ravens offense, unless, well, we'll see what happens. We'll have to kick off, obviously, with 36.1 left. 38-6 is your score. The Bombers all over the Ravens. Obviously, the Bombers had like about 16 penalties in this game, so they have a lot to clean up ahead of next week's championship game. Or for tonight, they can celebrate that they're headed to the championship game nonetheless. Definitely give them that for sure. Zoom back out. Hopefully the blurry. Not too bad. Bobby Bryson. They call him Tassels because obviously you see his shirt. You might not see it, but his shirt is shredded. As if he's wearing tassels on the bottom of his jersey. And Bryson's kick is off. He'll be taken about the 24-yard line for the Ravens. And at the hole, there's a hole at the middle, and that hole's cleaned up at the 45. 29 seconds left. Technically 30, 29.8, but we'll say 30 seconds left. And let's see if we have one more play here before we wrap this one up. The New England Football League doubleheader in the Maritime Conference postseason. Fortunately, the weather affected us here tonight.
There is a game that is happening next week.
But again, as the PA announcers announcing, the 2023 Maritime Conference Championship game will be between these Bombers and the Royal Island Riptide next week, either in Cranston, Rhode Island, or in New England, Massachusetts.
Finals.
And again, the interesting story, the Bombers 0-10 last year, now headed to the championship game.
Check your local listings on X and Facebook for the time and location.
49.8 seconds left, so we might see one last play here from the Ravens.
Thank everyone for
or maybe at this point they might actually try no huddle. I don't know. Very unpredictable, these Ravens. We're running it slow in this latter half of the fourth quarter. Down by a bunch. Let's see what they bring here. 16. Rose. Incomplete. Short, number 12. And Douglas stops clock once again. We're 24.6 seconds left.
24.6 seconds left in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I look forward to getting home, back to my hometown of Worcester, and take a nice hot shower. Maybe put some new socks on, depending on my socks. They're not too wet. But now it's, like I said, it's first day of autumn, ladies and gentlemen. It's about that time to break out the sweaters, the jackets, the hats, the gloves, and for me, the thermals, because they've gone a long way. Here, it went a long way last year, my first winter here in New England anyway. Hopefully it does the same for winter number 2. 34.6 seconds left, second down to 10. 16. Oh, and up top has a man. It's in. Oh, that should have been intercepted. Number 12 drops a gimme. 17.9 seconds left.
Seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank the Vermont Ravens for traveling today.
And
we wish them safe journeys home.
They're really savoring all this time we have here in this game. We thought we might see one more play. We might see another drive here for the Bombers. I mean, the way the clock is so slow here, it's like arena football. 1 minute warning in arena football could be forever. It's kind of what we're seeing right here. They're down. 16. Throws over the middle. Pass is caught by number 12. Breaking off a tackle. Oh, here comes number 12 down the sideline. He's getting out of bounds inside the 40 to about the 37 with 8 seconds left. So once again, the clock is stopped.
With the catch and carry. That's going to give the Ravens a first down.
Vermont now back into Bomber territory.
In the game, ladies and gentlemen, it's a game next week.
Savoring as much time as we can.
We think it's at 7.
saving as much time as they can here. The Ravens are very not exactly sure what's going on with them.
New England Bombers Outpost
With 8.2 seconds left.
updates.
We're seeing a whole drive here within the final seconds. Pretty incredible. But again, next week, Bombers Riptide for the Maritime Conference Championship. Stay tuned to find out where the game will be. 16 chucking it up top. The pass is incomplete.
Close.
And the clock has finally run out. And the New England Bombers are headed to the 2023 New England Football League Maritime Conference Championship game with a 38-6 victory over the Vermont Ravens. For the Vermont Ravens, for the New England Bombers, for the New England Football League, for the New England Broadcast Network, I'm Stephen Err. One game to go. We will see you all next week. Good night for now from Braintree, Massachusetts.